All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pounds. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. They can't take it to 10. Hey.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Denver Broncos and the San Francisco 49ers. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. On second down, here's Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, third and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
On third and long, it's Locke. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. So it sails out of bounds close to midfield, and they'll say actually right at midfield. So good starting field position for him here as they come up first and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
Set up. 57's the mic. Rock 57. Drop deep, drop deep.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Turner. Complete to the running back, Matt Breida. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Set the tone, defense. That's what's for. Back.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Watch the run. 57's the mic. Watch 57. Let's get the ball. 57's the mic. 57's the mic. All day, baby. All day. Here we go.
And here's Turner looking to throw on 2nd down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Locke throwing on 2nd down. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A big play there. 78 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This is taken at his 4. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They had the interception last, but a touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. That's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Man, I got you. Wide.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Let's go now. 15 on it. Let's go. Here we go.
Turner now from the gun on third down. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Check, Mike 42. Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up. Check, 42.
Now Turner throwing on first down. That'll be complete to Breida. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Back to throw. Turner, and almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
To throw is Turner. Throwing again. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Double tight, guys, double tight.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. A terrible spot for a holding call as he'll try again, but now from further back on first and goal.
Hey, let's get this. Check 90, echo. 57's the mic. 57's the mic.
Out of the shotgun, Breida. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on second and goal, back even further.
57, Mike, 57. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. That's it. Hey, check Mike 57, Mike 57.
Looking to throw. Turner. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. George Kittle, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have. You absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts of the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Recon, 132 fighter. Get it.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
How about that run? Picks up a first down. Note the enthusiasm in my voice. Remember, last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week. I think he's trying to get another one in the fold.
And you talked, watching film, a lot about his form and just hitting the hole, running north and south, as we like to say. And I think he's been doing that a lot recently.
Squaring those shoulders and getting downhill.
Throwing on first down is Locke. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and
10. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Nick Bosa in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. Quarterback was hit.
Pilot, 64, reach fire.
On 3rd down, here's Lindsey. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. It's a pickup of 6, but it's not going to be enough. And the punt team's going to be summoned on 4th down. The Broncos send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this will do the job nicely as that'll be out of bounds just inside the 10-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 9-yard line.
Come on, sack. Now the wolf. Get him, get him, get him.
Running out of the gun here, Breida. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Turner to throw on 3rd down. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Taking on the midfield logo. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. This is the tight end Fant. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good run.
Oh, now Lindsey lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it. All the time, you would think no one would ever turn it over, yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. They'll start on the ground with Breida. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me in your nightmares. Where's 52? Watch 52.
2nd and 3. This one taken in by the former Baylor Bear, Jalen Hurd. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that kid.
On 1st down, here's Breida. And on the stop defensively, Raekwon McMillan.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. 57.
And here's Turner off the play fake. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Isaac Yiadom in there to pick it. He was trying to hit Thomas that time.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Lock and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. He'll have a first down past the 40. Denver has the first down to play going for 15 yards.
Now that's how you start to get back in the good graces of your head coach. Remember, he fumbled on the last possession. How about the faith they showed him, giving him the ball again, and he repaid them, picking up a first down.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Play action. Now it's Locke. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. They look to throw. It's Locke. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Let's go now. 15 on it. 15 on it. Here we go, D. All day. Defense all day.
They run with Breda, and he stopped immediately there. Justin Simmons up from his safety spot to make the tackle.
No gain on the play. Second and 10. At the Broncos.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7.
Get him, boys. Get him, boys.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Turner now to throw on second down. They'll set up a screen for Breda. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now first and goal.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there, huh? Sponge, sponge, sponge. No, no, no. Deuce, 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 deuce. Watch safety green. Watch safety green. Max, watch. Mike. Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog.
Back to throw. Turner. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5. Here's a second and 5 now from the 25. A give running right, Lindsey. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. Locked to throw on 3rd and 1. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And we're under a minute to go here. What's been an even first half all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together. Could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
2nd and 4. Open man is Samuel, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. This quarterback now 10 of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st and 10. Now Turner from the gun, he'll throw. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Good track.
To throw is Turner. To throw again. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Looking to throw. Turner. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory. A big play there for the Niners. 51 yards.
That's good for a 49er first down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Undercrush, undercrush, undercrush. Lucky.
Here's Breida. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Turner looking to throw on second down. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. George Kittle, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Lock to throw on second down. And his throw here's incomplete. Joejuan Williams, the rookie Vandy product, there to bat it away.
He's second in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays a game of great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Snap.
Lock going to try and throw on 3rd down. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Point after, right down the middle, and we are tied at 14. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is taken at his 4. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the third quarter. So we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half, tied after the first 2 drives of the third quarter, 1 for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
Here we go. Here we go. Go to base. I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming. Ball trot. 57's the back.
And here's Turner on 1st and 10. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game?
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. After the turnover, here's Locke. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 18 big yards on that one, and a Denver first.
First down, Denver.
Yo, faster!
In your face. Slam.
On first down, it's Lindsey. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, Steve 6.
Locke working out of the gun. And he'll find Hall. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. He'll find Lindsey here. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Hey, pick up. Yep.
They'll run with Lindsey. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Call it no gain on the play, so no help there. And now 4th and goal. Now for the field goal try, here's Eddie Pinheiro. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And they take a 17-14 lead. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Back now here in Santa Clara. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 40. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
At the 41-yard line.
Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10.
Right there, 54 miles. We own that. We own that.
Lock now on 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hall. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco 1st down.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
Now, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Noah Fant, his first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Back to throw. Turner. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bradley Chubb in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Going down the middle, and it's complete. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a 1st down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Turner now operating from the gun. This one into the hands of Hurd. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. 2nd and 5. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 1st down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
I was used to joke with my teammates who carried the ball a lot. When we got in these situations and they were carrying us home, I used to tell them, boy, you guys just look like Paul Bunyan, just growing stronger, bigger, tougher. And all night long, he's carried this team.
He has indeed. Everything magnified right now. A huge 3rd down conversion. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
So how do you beat man coverage? First of all, you want to be a superior receiver, but you know something, that guy who's covering you, he's usually pretty good too. So the corner route is usually a great spot to get it done.
Give me that ball, defense.
This is Breida. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
It's 3rd down and 4.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida, and he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. They'll try to run with Breida. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 1-yard line.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
42. Crunch time, defense.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Matt Breida, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Hey, Alpha! Go! Mike 51. Let's go, let's go! Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51! Now!
From the 31, Locke. This one complete to the running back, Lindsey. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
Get that ball! Get that ball! Slam, slam, slam! Check 31, check 31!
Now Locke. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively they burn it here with 1:51 left. The Broncos send out their punter now. He's been terrific so far. Here's Thomas. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Nothing open downfield. They went underneath.
Yeah, see if you can get it to your running back. See if you can make someone miss in the open field.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Duke Dawson picks it. And his guys are going to take over. Their own 48-yard line.
Let's go.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Well, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. On 2nd down, it's Lindsey, and they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Locke, he's set to take a knee, and that should do it for this ball game.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something, and they did in this one. So this one will wind up a Denver victory, and they say it's never easy to come into Denver to win because of the altitude. They look pretty comfortable in the altitude.
They certainly did. I'm not quite sure how they got prepared, and it's always been a big debate about what to do. I lived out there at one point. I lived in Colorado Springs. And I remember saying to someone after my 2nd or 3rd day there, like, this altitude thing, this is no big deal. And day 4, it hit. And it hit hard, and it took me a while to get ready and get acclimated. So some teams, they like to come in early, try and get on a schedule and feel good with it. Other teams say, forget it. Let's not let the effects jump on us. They come in as late as possible, as close to kickoff, and play. Whatever way they did it, it worked in this one.
So for Denver, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll have another road date next week with the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for San Francisco, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll be off to Oakland next week for a date with the Raiders. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
Kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. got bags from Prada. Rolling up, I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we pack up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Down from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no off. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down and get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love the thing. Better kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down with the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top when the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throwed and blinded my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mad dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Knowing you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up.
I can't take no off. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down and get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen,